Just practice from the January 16th, 2016 talk, 3 levels. On Buddhist holidays, all of you come to Chaya Meditation Monastery to offer lunch to the monks. You offer good food to the monks, and then the monks give you mental food, Dhamma. In Buddhism, the mind needs wisdom. Right understanding is very important. Right understanding has different levels. The first level, we should have right understanding that our actions, that our karma, is our own. So depending on our actions, good or bad, we receive good or bad consequences. If we understand this point, we won't do unwholesome actions. Instead, we'll try to do good actions in our daily lives, for the rest of our lives, because we believe that if we do unwholesome actions, we'll receive bad consequences. No one wants to receive bad consequences. Everyone wants to be happy, healthy, have a long life, and so on. So, based on your understanding, try to do good things, physically, verbally, and mentally. It's the law of action and reaction. We will receive good consequences. We need to understand that our karma, our action, is our own. This action will shape our destiny. Why do people in this world have different levels of happiness and suffering? It's based on their previous actions. Whoever has this right understanding will have perfect moral conduct. The 5 precepts, morality, is a universal law. Whoever understands the law of karma and the results will not violate the precepts. Someone violates the precepts by killing, stealing, and so on, because of their lack of understanding. The Buddha said that whoever has this right understanding believes in the law of nature, the law of action and reaction. This person becomes morally perfect. This is the first level of understanding. Now the second level of right understanding. We need to understand what the phenomena of this mind and body, psychophysical phenomena, really are. We will not understand by merely reading a Dhamma book or listening to a Dhamma talk. What we need to do is practice meditation. Without practicing meditation, we will not understand the phenomena of this mind and body as impermanent, unsatisfactory, and uncontrollable. As we learn, we need to put it into practice. When we practice meditation, there are 2 types, tranquility and vipassana. For tranquility meditation, we try to improve our 267 the collected teachings of Luang Por Chaya concentration. For vipassana meditation, we try to improve our wisdom. We need to practice both. We need concentration. Without concentration, no wisdom will arise. So we need tranquility meditation to be able to focus our mind on one object. After we gain concentration, we will be able to see the nature of this mind and body, what they really are. We need to practice vipassana meditation to see mind and body for what they are. When you practice vipassana meditation, you should have a primary object of meditation. You may choose your breath, breathing in, breathing out, as your primary object of meditation, or you may choose your abdominal movement, rising and falling, as your main object of meditation. Both of these aspects of the body, ever since we were born and until we die, are always there. That's why the Buddha told us to be aware of breathing in, breathing out, or the rising and falling of the abdomen as our main object of meditation. As you gain concentration, you will see and you will understand in every moment. For example, as you focus your mind on your breath, breathing in, breathing out, it's always changing. Breathing in disappears. Breathing out disappears. Breathing in, breathing out. The rising and falling of the abdomen also keep changing, moving all the time. As you gain concentration, you will not see this body as a person, as an entity, or as a man or woman. In that moment, what you see is the air element that keeps changing, moving, arising, disappearing. Your mind, the knowing mind, or the noting mind, is also arising and disappearing every moment. Mind and body arise together and disappear together. You see their nature as impermanent. It's not a person, there's no shape, no form, and the noting mind also has no shape, no form. This nature, it's just elements moving. The noting is just knowing the object. We call this anatta in the Pali language. We cannot control our abdomen rising and falling. We cannot control anything. Understand this uncontrollability. If we practice Vipassana meditation, we will see the characteristics of this mind and body as impermanent, as suffering, and as non-self and uncontrollable. For this second level of understanding, we need to practice. 268. Just practice. When we understand this point, we'll know everything in this world. All conditioned things are subject to change. Then, we will not attach to them. If we attach to something or someone too much, what happens? One day we're going to suffer about it. We choose this attachment. But we need to understand the nature of this mind and body, this conditioned thing. By practicing Vipassana meditation, little by little, step by step, we'll be able to reduce not only attachment, but our anger, delusion, jealousy, and so on. In Pali terms, we call these things kilesa, mental defilements. All this mental defilement is the cause of suffering. Through the practice of meditation, we'll be able to see the nature of this mind and body. We can reduce mental defilement, greed, anger, and so on, and gain happiness and peace. And the third level of right understanding, the Four Noble Truths. Just reading or listening to Dhamma, we won't understand the Four Noble Truths. We need to practice. When we practice meditation, we'll see that everything is subject to change. This means we'll see dukkha, we'll know suffering. We see the suffering, and then, as we see suffering, we won't attach to it. As we're able to eliminate some attachment, some greed, anger, delusion, and so on, we will gain happiness. We practice meditation to be able to eliminate all of this mental defilement. Hour by hour, step by step, as we practice meditation, we will see the true nature of things. Our Vipassana knowledge will increase, and eventually, we'll see the end of arising and disappearing. We'll see the end of suffering, and we'll experience the supreme peace, genuine happiness. We need to practice to increase our Vipassana knowledge until we gain enlightenment, and then we will see the Four Noble Truths completely. So all of you, try to practice to gain this right understanding and then gain liberation, freedom from suffering, and experience eternal happiness in this life. 269.